Ah, good old Kingston. Sometimes I'd wonder what we'd do without it. A fantastic area worth getting to for shopping, offices, entertainment, and a fantastic university with a variety of amazing courses. But the best way to get to Kingston is by bus, and the K buses especially, as they're always guaranteed to run into Kingston. So why don't we travel on the most unique one, K3, and respect some of the last 200's on the route whilst we're at it. So what are we waiting for? Let's try out TFL's K3 bus route. Cheers, mate. See ya. Why, hello everyone. I do hope you're all well. It's your good man Addy, otherwise known as Trainman 305, and for the first time in a while, I'm a loner, and I welcome each and every one of you to Esher High Street bus stop, the starting and terminating point of K3. Esher as a town itself is an affluent leafy suburban town in Surrey's Elmbridge Borough, located 14 miles southwest of central London, famous for Sandown Park Racecourse, historic Claremont Landscape Garden, and its 16th century royal connection, as Henry VIII used the area as a hunting ground, and it features the Grade 1 listed St George's Church, which Queen Victoria attended, as well as offering a blend of village charm and easy access to the city. Back to the present with Esher High Street bus stop, there are 6 main routes and 2 school routes. 5 of them are operated by Falcon buses, 1 by White Bus, 1 by Repton's coaches, and 1 by First Bus London for TFL. K3 is the only London bus route to serve this area, and as we see this bus depart, it's worth pointing out that I'm familiar with many of the drivers on this route, and they're all absolute legends, so make sure to say hello when boarding and thank you when getting off so they know you appreciate them. And as this Enviro 200mm is getting ready to depart, let it go off, because we're waiting for the one behind it. This is our beautiful bus for today, the Alexander Dennis Enviro 200, the original one before the MMC and the EV. This vehicle was constructed in 2010, but the earliest models were built all the way back in 2007, and many operators are setting to retire these, as more modern buses are coming to play. And whilst the paintwork is looking a little bit tired, as we go on this journey, I'll explain why these buses are amazing and why I think they still got a lot of life left in them. For now though, let's just wait for the driver to come back from his break so we can get going. Hello mate, how you doing? Thank you very much.
K3 to Roehampton Vale.
K3 started service all the way back in June 1987 with the original operator Westlink and renumbering it from the original bus number 215. It runs between Esher, Claygate, Hinchley Wood, Long Surbiton, Kingston, Norbiton, Kingston Vale and Roehampton Vale Asda, with 2 services in the morning each direction to Esher High School on school days only. Despite us being on an E200, the main vehicles for the route are the Enviro 200 MMC, and soon they'll be the standard for the route. And I say that as we've entered Claygate, a picturesque, affluent suburban village in the borough of Elmbridge in Surrey as well, with a population of approximately 6,500 to 7,000 people, known as a popular London commuter hub. It's also noticeable as the only civil parish in Elmbridge, processing its own parish council, and is surrounded by the Greenbelt land, including several common and woodlands. The name Claygate derives from the clay pits that once supplied brick clay, including materials for nearby Hampton Court Palace. It is also associated with Claygate beds, a geological layer of London clay. Truly remarkable if you ask me. Random fact, I actually performed in a pantomime in Claygate Village Hall, and I will be back in December 2026, if anyone wants to see that. The K3 contract was awarded to First Bus London, who retained it in June 2025, but previously they actually bought out the original operator of the route, London United RATP Group, and they won the contract back in June 2018, meaning the next bid for the K3 should be in around 2030. Crossing the Kingston bypass means we've entered the wonderful area of Hinchley Wood, home to one of the most successful state schools in the entire country. And now, let's talk about buses. As we're celebrating the good old E200, the variant we're on is actually one of the last second-generation original E200s built. It entered service in late 2010, but this one did not start on K3, believe it or not. The first E200 on K3 was actually operated by Abellio London when they were still a thing back in June 2013, and they kept on operating on the route until London United introduced the E200 MMC in 2019. And I say that as we're going through Long Ditton, another suburban village but more distinct than the others. Mentioned in Doomsday Surrey, it has evolved into a residential area bordering the River Thames and the Greater London boundary, often grouped with neighbouring Thames Ditton. Back to the E200 story, in 2020, London United RAC Group ended up winning more contracts for different parts of London. So to cover the extra routes and the low emission zones in London, and finding covers for the faults on some of the E200 MMCs at Fulwell Garage, the E200s made a surprising return in 2021, practically taking over the route fully for 3 more years, until the first E200 MMC made a return in June 2024. And then over the last 2 years, one by one, the E200s are either being sold or scrapped, making it the true beginning of the end of the Enviro 200s in London. Oh, and welcome to Surbiton, a suburban neighbourhood in Kingston upon Thames.
K3 to Roehampton Vale.
More information of Surbiton shows that it was formerly part of Surrey and is transformed from a rural area to a commuter hub following the 1838 arrival of the railway, known for its Art Deco station, 19th century architecture, and 17 to 20 minute train links to London Waterloo, as well as being home for Surbiton High School, a private school for girls only from ages 4 to 18, making it a popular residential area named Surbiton. That reminds me,
the next bus stop is closed.
the Enviro 200 can typically carry up to 92 passengers at its highest standard. For our bus, we can hold around about 63 passengers in total. I say that as we're passing Kingston University's Penryn Road campus, the largest out of all of the campuses they have. And in a moment, we're also going to be passing Kingston Crown Court to the left of us, as well as Kingston College on the left of the roundabout. All key destinations for workers and students respectively. And now we're approaching Brook Street, our first major stop, signifying that we're in central Kingston in the central shopping area. Which reminds me, Kingston itself is actually an ancient market town in southwest London that holds a unique place in English royal history. The bus stop here, Eden Street, actually leads to the original Kingston market, if anyone's interested in seeing it. It also has a long history well before Westminster Abbey. Kingston was the site where 7 Anglo-Saxon kings were crowned in the 10th century, the Coronation Stone, and even the oldest bridge in England, aviation history of the Hawker Hurricane, and the name comes from the Old English Kingston, which literally translates to the King's Manor or Estate. There's a lot of rich history here in Kingston. And potentially adding to that history, welcome to Cromwell Road Bus Station, the busiest interchange area in Kingston. This area used to be infested with E200s, and now if you want to look at each route based on E200s, it's basically a relic of what it used to be. But that's not going to stop us enjoying this one for now. And also, welcome to Tiffin Boys School to the left of us, as well as Kingston Grammar School to the right of us. 2 incredible schools worth sending your children to, people. As we're going under the railway bridge here, we surface into Norbiton, another residential area in the Royal Borough of Kingston upon Thames, located 1 mile east of Kingston town centre and 11 miles from Charing Cross in central London. Originally known as Northern Farm, it grew from a 19th century pastureland into a well-respected urban neighbourhood which is also home to Kingston Hospital. And now it's time to go up good old Kingston Hill so we can make our way past the Kingston Hill campus of Kingston University, loop around Kingston Vale residential area so we can finally finish our service at Roehampton Vale Asda with an honorary mention of Roehampton Vale campus served one way only. Ah, what a wonderful journey. So, as we're near the final destination of K3, what are my final conclusions? It's really that K3 is a very important bus route. It connects 4 village/residential areas into Kingston, Surbiton, Kingston Hospital, and Roehampton Vale Asda. It connects 3 out of the 4 major Kingston University campuses, also meaning it's a great alternative for university staff and students who can't use the uni bus outside the hours. Thank you very much, sir. And a massive thank you for you wonderful viewers for watching this video. So, after all that, what's actually going to happen to this Enviro 200? Well, at the time of recording, this is one of only 3 left at Fulwell Bus Garage to my knowledge. So this is going to run spare diagrams out of Fulwell Garage for the time being, primarily on K3 and 216. And then when the time comes, when they get enough Enviro 200 EVs or GB kites, they will end up going for scrapping or being sold to a second-hand operator. Most likelihood they'll just be sold to a second-hand operator and just have a similar interior to the E200s out of Tolworth Garage, which admittingly do look a lot fresher than the ones out of Fulwell and are staying for a little bit longer. So you will get the 3rd generation E200s for a little bit longer. And when I say a little bit longer, I realistically only mean like 6 or 7 months. Oh no. But hey, as we're here, let's just enjoy what we have. And say a massive thank you and goodbye to the Enviro 200s. We salute you, my friend. Oh, and before I go, since it was just around the corner, wishing you all a happy Valentine's from a couple of days ago, wishing you all happy Ramadan, happy Chinese New Year, as well as respecting the fact that February is also LGBTQ+ History Month, and also, most importantly, happy Pancake Day, everyone. Do have a wonderful time out there. Thank you each and every one of you for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you wish to see more. And whilst this E200 is sadly falling apart in front of us, do let me know which train or bus route you would like to see in the comments below. And I'll see you all next time. Take care everyone, bye bye, see you soon.